What's one thing that you've ever thought of doing, the worst thing that you've ever thought of doing in terms of just survival, besides the business? I mean, the business is just the worst way you went thought like, what was I thinking?
I wanted to be a prostitute.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm not. Seriously. I don't know what stopped me.
Jeez, man.
I don't want to. I thought about that, and for me that was the way out. Get ya love. I'm going back to the issue of childhood.
Yeah.
The role of a parent is critical. If you don't teach her, if you don't teach her to appreciate structures high, it's different from somewhere. No matter whether unko ilibetetse kwa or molomo wetsang or dinkwa di etseng or maoto a fetana or what, for the child to take themselves the way they are and embrace who they are. It's I wouldn't say that you have failed as a parent, but you have failed the child.
So by the time that you thought of being a prostitute, what was happening in your life at that time?
I think when I was commentary, I ran away after my last paper.
Sure.
Let me go as a way of visit.
Yeah.
I felt a prostitute does anything like
Yeah, what buys an stock?
You understand? Monna when I want, and I live my life the way I want. And I feel another thing that pushed me to the issue of prostitution, I was sexually abused when I was 5 years old, and it added more problems than face again. And it was that thing at least even if I be a prostitute, then I don't have any no man will force. I'm willingly giving myself.
Okay, wait, hold it there. You're saying you were sexually abused when you were 5 years old?
Yes, I was raped when I was 5 years old.
Jeez, man. Wow. That's wow.
So yeah. Prostitution, Leona, the issue of rape played a critical role because it's a trauma. I went through this thing.
I can imagine, man.
I don't know for how many years. Alone, nobody knew Kamahai. I dealt with it. There was a time where I felt, I don't know what they call it, where the thought will come and I just wanted to get something sharp and just scratch myself. I remember when I primary, just that I think the marks gone.
Yeah.
It was those things, it's a needle, just the pain. I thought the pain would just go away.
Like I can't even imagine like a 5-year-old getting raped. Like, does a child even know what's happening?
No, you won't
know.
Moment. Like I was beaten because after what the guy did, it was a family gathering. Or whoever. So that's what happened. Raya in a family relative's house. So I was sexually abused by my mother's relative. So we are free to each other, we kiss, we do whatever that needs to be as a way of showing love to each other. So when this thing happened, this guy, like, from the clothes that I was wearing, my clothes were smelling perfume. Can you imagine how my mind captured that thing? Sometimes even when I was walking, after so many years that thing happened, sometimes I can still smell the perfume of that guy.
Jeez,
not on my clothes but anyway. Like, it was extreme trauma for me. I cried like maybe I don't get relationship, and when I got relationship I cried because I didn't want to have sex. So some of my relationships, they did not last because of guys wanted sex. Like, we're not going to do better now. We understand. So those are the things. So prostitution. Like, this thing is for free. I'm doing it willingly. Nobody's going to judge me.
Yeah,
Nobody's
can
going to
get
hurt
money.
me. Yes, and even like it sustenance out of it.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know where the thought went to. Here I am today.
But then you're saying they never knew and all that. But then, did you at some stage disclose what had happened to you?
I told them I think it was plus 18 years dealing with this thing.
Yeah.
I told one of my aunties, and the reason why I told her, she was going close to where the incident happened. Then no problem, I went. I was aware that I'm going to the house. And I'm like, okay, I think this is
So this
great.
was the first time you're going into the house after
Yes,
the incident.
yes.
Okay.
And I took it as, okay, this thing is part of healing. Let me see. You know how I was old enough. I think I was 20 something by then, but it was less than 25. Then I went there. When we arrived, I went straight to the bathroom where all the whole thing happened. I never got sick like that. Like, I felt like I'm going to faint. I rounded the house. It was at night even when we arrived there. I rounded the house. I entered the bedrooms. It was exactly the way I left it. Nothing much changed. We were left the house, then we went to where we were supposed to sleep. The headache was crazy. My body was just aching. I tried the painkiller, they couldn't work. And before then, I went for counselings and stuff. I thought, okay, this is part of the closure again.
Yeah.
I ended up waking my aunt up. This is what happened. And yeah, this is why I've been going over the Gaina and stuff like that. And yeah, that was the first person that knew after plus 18 years.
Yeah.
Then I think she's the one that started telling other people in the family, especially the females.
And then how was it received in the family? Did they, I mean, like, it's plus minus 18 years later.
The person who I went to visit with, I think she cried. She's like, oh, but you didn't tell me. Like, I was a child. The only way I could communicate for such thing, it was through my cry. You understand? But then they didn't understand because this person that we used to love, we used to play together, I'm running away from him. You know? So beatings, that's what I got. And everybody tried to comprehend, what have you been going through? I remember one of our late grandfathers said, you know what, he said that the guy is supposed to marry me because he damaged me. I'm like, I don't want those kind of things.
Imagine, man. Now they want you to stick to this person who, like...
Imagine. No, but now maybe I might have complications. Let's say when I get married outside, yes, I might have complications. What if I don't have kids? What, you know?
But then still, I don't think that's...
Culture is another thing. You understand? Whenever we are civilized, at least more traditional to be bent a little bit. But I believe had they known back then, a decision could have been taken on my behalf.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, so whenever I know civilization, at least no, I don't want that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's basically what happened. Family, I had to go with the guy, and as I've said, I always had meetings. The last time they were like, yo, my sister, this time, because the pains started me when I was still young, before I could even start my menstrual periods. It was terrible, like to a point where sometimes I couldn't even walk. And never what happened to her? Like, it didn't make sense. At the age less than 10, I'm struggling, you know?
Yeah.
And then what happened? Well, but then when I started my first gyna, that is what she said. She said, no, all these things, because they found cyst, but it's growth. They started seeing those things, and then high level, no, it's like, because I also had the tube inside my right tube, those things were also growing. So it was like, for her, it was like, were you involved in an accident? That was the first question. I said, no, I've never got involved in any accident. Then started asking, then I started opening up to her. She said, no, possibly because of you talking about the pain that started you many years before. Yeah, this is the possibility of what the abuse cost you. Then, yeah, I ended up doing an operation, removing the thing. But then from that time, yeah, like no more issues. Like it used to give me. Yeah, I'm a bit fine.
And at what age did you actually constructed everything and then start knowing that actually I was sexually abused? And then after realizing that, what kept you not being open about it?
I think it's in middle school, ne?
Yeah.
You know, ke mo batho mang ba go ba expose things like that.
Yeah.
Ke nako ela love life it home out there now when I teach about those things. That is when my eyes opened. I knew, like you knew what this thing happened to you, but you didn't know what until as you are asking, when did you were you open to understand what this thing is that time everybody love life started talking about STIs, rape, you know, explaining. Obviously they will explain to kids our age, go to middle school. That is when I started knowing. So all these years it was a matter of me suppressing the thought, and as time went by I was able to. I didn't even talk about it. I don't remember even enclosing it to any teacher or whatever.
Yeah.
The first time I started talking about it, it was when I went to the gyna. The first time I went to the gyna, 2015. 2015. No, it's not even 2015. 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
That is when I started enclosing that to the gyna, and then that is when I started going therapy there and there.
Yo, it's man, it's quite an experience, man. Yo, but then we're sitting here today, and then through this journey of life that you went through, you decided to do something about it. Let's talk about this.
I always say, I think everybody's got a meaning, banally meaning.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
For me, my own understanding is that the main thing for me was that after going through the traumas, I remember when I wanted to kill myself, I had suicidal thoughts as well.
You're kidding me, man.
No, I had crazy suicidal thoughts from the issue from the issue of rape. Like I was better off dead because of remembering and having to deal with all these things and what is the meaning of life. So the last day I wanted to kill myself because of rape, it was when I went to a women's conference, and then they were talking about this kind of thing. So okay, as a woman you want to get married, how do you talk about your past, whether you were a prostitute or you were raped or any of your past, to your potential spouse, so that it was like a rock was being removed from me. That was the very same night. All my flatmates were gone. They went home. I was alone. Entered the room and I was crying. God hates me. Why did you allow me to go through all these things? And the moment I wanted to stand up, I wanted to take a knife. Like there was nothing around me that I can injure myself with. The moment I wanted to stand up, taking a knife, like I couldn't stand up. There was something pressed me on the bed. I slept like that. In the morning, I woke up mad, crying, cleaned the house, and when I'm cleaning, like a voice came, why do you want to kill yourself? What will happen to the ladies and the girls that are going through what you have gone through? Hear this, what you have gone through. For me, I'm dealing with it, and the voice is telling me that you have gone through it. I'm wondering. That's what kept me away from the thought. I carried on with that, and I came out with the meaning that I'm alive because of somebody else. if I came and life was about me, possibly Mudimu Akizinkiba and Beile guy, maybe in a desert, even if I was somewhere at a desert, there would be a role for me to play.
Yeah.
Whether I'm in another planet, there would still be a role for me to play. The why am I here for me stood out. And this rape, apart from everything, this rape story stood out for me. You need to go out and share your experience and share your healing process, how you overcame, how you are able to stand and talk about it to those that are struggling with the very same experience, and it did not stop there. It was not just the issue of rape that I wanted to go out and talk about, the issue of not knowing who you are, that is your identity crisis, your low self-esteem, not loving yourself, not appreciating yourself, the issue of acceptance, not just self-acceptance, all around you, whatever that is surrounding you, not accepting who you are, not accepting what you have, not accepting what you are about, and not accepting what is in your environment, because as well it plays a role. Because now, if when I would live it and then you don't appreciate it's a very big problem that it's leading you to make certain decisions. Because I believe what I've been learning throughout the years is the power of now. What do you have now that you can appreciate? What do you have now that you can use to step up? What do you have now to make a difference? So all my life I just wanted to talk about it, the struggles as a peer. I felt I'm not of my own, I'm of the people. That is why I'm alive, that is why I'm existing today. And I was free enough. I told myself that I don't have a reputation, I'm not of my own, I belong to God. I belong, whether you call ancestors or you call universe or the higher power, whatever. For me, I would call it God, I would call it universe. I belong to that power, that higher power that has allowed me to be alive. That is why I could not kill myself. Then I have a responsibility. I am not called to save the whole world, but I will call it a tribe or a remnant that I'm called to, because everybody hears somebody differently. We might have the same experience, but how I interpret mine is different from yours.
Definitely.
And how the person who's hearing us both can grab what we are talking about. So every person's got their own remnant, has got their own tribe. So I am out there and I'm saying, this is me. This is what made me. This is what broke me. But what kept me going, I am going to share with you. What kept me winning every single time, I am going to share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're mentioning purpose there. Would you say you found your purpose?
Yes, I have found my purpose.
Please share with us, man. Because finding a purpose, it's one of the things that I personally believe it's the most difficult things to do, just to find your purpose. Because I believe if all we could be able to find our purpose, I think life would just be easier for many of us.
Finding purpose is easy. No?
Is it?
It's very easy. Do you know what is our problem as people?
Yes.
We follow the trend. From my own experience, the reason why it's easy, I will go back. No? The reason why I say it's easy is this. How metric, you are meant to choose which course do you want? And at that point we're thinking that is where we make our biggest decision that is going to drive who we are.
Yeah.
I'm still calling it our purpose. But it doesn't start there. It's not about you choosing HR. It's not about you choosing to be a traffic cop. It's not about you choosing to be a policeman or a doctor or whatever. Purpose starts when you were young. I'm going back to the issue of parents. They play a critical role in a child's life. When you see whatever, teeny or remote control and singing, check that. Train the child in their own strength.
Yeah.
When you train the child in their own strength, that is where purpose is. Our problem as parents, I'm a parent as well. That is what I'm saying as parents. As parents, is that we want our children to live Mapilo Aron. Because I did not finish matric and then I wanted to be a nurse, then my child is supposed to be a nurse. Or because of Rasoko like I'm high. How kaya ko spodishing or why nursing like the free again. Yes, possibly that is where you can get chelete ya gago and you know what to say the family. That is where we fail our kids. So if barekemang me abona from bunyaneng gore okay strength sa ngwana ka ke mo gwapieng, fine tune this gift.
Yeah, you see, I think this is the conversation that we really need to be having with young parents out there, more especially from the rural places like Kasiaro Namrete, because that's how we grow up. You understand? We grow up in a chain of what our parents want us to be. You understand?
It's not about you.
It's not about me. You understand? So I think if you were to talk to the young parents there out there, especially from the rural areas, about like
purpose.
Yeah, the purpose of their children. You understand? Just allowing their children. What would you say to them?
Number one, there is no stupid talent or gift.
Yes.
Ne? I always tell people, okay, I'm going to this one. A human being is made of 3 parts. We are a spirit.
Okay.
We live in a body.
Yeah.
We possess a soul. That is, I'm breathing, I'm active. That is my soul, my consciousness, my reasoning. Right? Your spirit knows everything. Your body is just the transport for you to do whatever. Like you came here today to come and meet me. It's your body that carried you. And your body sometimes can tell you, I want to rest. You understand? And your soul is your consciousness, what you see around you, your reasoning capacity, and you know how you get information and digest it. You understand? But they need to be spiritually in tune. That is where everything is. That is the root of life. That is where everything is complete. When you tap into the spiritual realm, you see a complete thing. Coming back to you, maybe you will understand me better. Before you bought the equipment, it's a production how. I think you saw the finished product. You saw yourself there.
Yeah, the finished.
Exactly.
And I see the fit.
You understand. Yeah. Even the ones that you have, you said, man, if I can start with this. And then you saw yourself, hey, bona,
yeah.
That is where
it was a Photoshop edit.
You understand. So that is where everything is conceived. Everything is there. So the moment Motsadi and Nalungwana, coming back again to the issue of name, don't be carried away by the trend of names that are going. If now have a meaning for your child. You are just a guardian. Go back. If you are a praying person, go back to your God. If you mutwa pasang pasabadimo, go back. Go badimo. Even before the child come. What do I do with this person? I'm not the owner. I'm just the guardian. What do I do? And they will show you. They will tell you. That is how faithful the spirit world is, because they will never even tell you something that is wrong. They will tell you, okay, this is how we want to, this is the name of the child, and this is how you're supposed to raise a child. Yeah. Some children, the very same day, there will be specifics from person to person. So from there, that is when we pick up. Someday we'll be lucky, but is a football player.
Yeah.
Don't make sure another one, just keep it there. For the spirit, you boost the spirit of the child.
Sure.
You understand? So that is how we're supposed to be doing. You capture that thing, you grow with it. I don't know if I'm answering your question.
No, definitely you are.
We grab with it and then we grow with it, we nurture it. And tabaya hore o lebelle hore batho ba botle bana le catering, so I can't cook. That is where we miss it. over 7 billion even population in the world. You can't tell me that you can't make it.
And then they really have to eat each and every day.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when how you sharpen your gift of cooking, getting classes, or going to YouTube, made it easy. Go to YouTube, go to Google recipes, and people will not buy just food. They buy your attitude, they buy your energy that you put in your product and all those things. So is those things the way you sit down, then you live in like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. No matter how many people are there, that is you, and you will bring out a different product from the next person. That is why you deep competition, you will win 50,000 rand, or you will win whatever. So don't look into this thing or that is why we miss a whole lot of things about our lives, because of everybody when we or man, if I go to HR, I will make money easier. That is another thing that kills us, the issue of money. Yes, we need to survive, but let money not be the first thing that pushes you to choose a career or whatever. Let passion, what you are passionate about. There's a gift, there's a talent that you are gifted with. That is, even if I love production, but our way of doing things, our foundation are different. So if you stick on your strength, your most, some different, like 4 talents, you will choose the one that you know that your strength speaks more, and then they can do 4 things at the same time. Babambar, no, let me start with this one, I can do it. So it's that thing, if it's baking, grow that confectionery before you know it. Some barata farming and agricultural things, go into those things. We eat every day. Some banana the gift crafts and stuff like that. Go into that thing. That is where your purpose is. That is where your purpose is. It's not a matter of purpose. You have to be a motivational speaker and stand in front of people and whatsoever. A person, as well as the person that is at the back doors doing mabotolo a Coca-Cola, serves the purpose. Just like somebody else who's going there as the sales. The problem is that because we are not seen, we miss this thing. No, mine is not relevant than Yamwet. You understand? That is where we miss it.
No, definitely. Even it brings me to asking you, what would you say it's your passion?
My own passion.
Yeah, let's talk about your passion.
My passion is people.
People
People are my passion.
People in what way? You always want to see yourself around people, or you want to?
I love helping people.
You love helping people.
And help comes in different ways. I love listening to people. I will call myself that I'm very empathetic. I connect easily with people. So for me, just being around people, helping with whatever that is in my capacity, because not everything that you can do, and helping does not mean that everything must be done by you. Sometimes helping is just to connect. Is the one that is doing these things. It's part of helping.
It brings me now to you're talking about helping. You understand? Because I remember we were just talking, and then you were telling me about you have a gift, and then which is something that you mentioned. You said when your aunt passed away, it's like you knew, but then by that time you couldn't construct the dream. So do you have a gift of seeing, or a gift of healing? Would you say you have that gift?
I would say that I do have a gift of seeing. That I've been running away for a very long time. It gets scary, it gets lonely. So I thought this is not for me, because you see, did not just how, as I've said, that a person is for the people. You see things about, and how your maturity counts, how you interpret it, how you present it to the person. That is the most important thing, and it needs time, it needs wisdom to do that. So that is what I think when I was a child, that is what kept me running away from it.
Yeah.
Yes, but for now I feel that I'm a bit stronger than before. I know better, you know.
It's no longer scary now.
Oh,
Bring it
God,
on. Zwakala re tseane,
you
man.
know.
Yeah.
And once you understand this thing, that you are not alone, you have guides, you've got angels around you that are guiding and leading you. Man,
Like,
gift.
and no outside town, ne?
No, I'm definitely. I think I'm bold enough to stand for it and go for it and grab it with everything that I have and embrace it. I believe for a power, that is where the power lies, to accept it, to accept who you are, and just the moment you align yourself, your purpose, you agree to it, things start falling into place.
Yeah.
I remember 2017, I thought, I'm a motivational speaker. There's a time a person's life where you introspect, you understand, and then I introspected, and then I was told focus on two things, and one thing is a matter of me speaking. A month did not pass. The lady wanted an African woman, a black African woman, to feature her life story in a magazine, and then I was the one.
Yeah.
And that is how doors started opening. I went to events, I started sharing my story, I started all these things that I'm telling you about. I started sharing about them, and I was ready for that. My other businesses as well started, connecting there and there. Yeah, things were okay. Yeah. So the moment I say yes to that, and that is the power for me, that agreeing to being queen. Yeah, that is where you are. That is all about you. Talk about identity crisis. Allow people to know themselves. Allow people to find purpose. As I've said, it's not everybody that will go agree in agreement with me, but the ones that will connect with me, which means they are the ones that I'm called to helping. Yeah, so we are taking steps. I was hoping that I was going to launch the healing thing on
No, you can't just come and say the healing thing.
Yes.
What's this healing thing?
The name of the business is, I will call it a business. It's not an NGO.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an NGO. Yeah. I'm saying I'm going to eat with this thing. That is why I'm taking time. I'm sitting down. I'm asking the heavens. I'm asking the spirit, what do they want me to deliver to the people? They are the one that matters.
Yes.
What do they want me to deliver to the people, and how the approach for me to doing this thing? So I'm sitting down. I'm going through the hearing and the writing before I can say, okay, graphic design or whoever, go along and let's present this thing to the people. So I'm in that process. As I've said, I wanted to launch it on the 1st of August. The name, it will be I Am Queen. It still goes back to the issue of identity. That for me, that what hits me, and especially for us African children.
Yeah.
Yes, because throughout last year, when I thought that things are down, things are not okay for me, I was taken back to how or what we as Africans represent, who we are, and the gifts that we have been given, maybe the ones that we have neglected as well. And we have, because a lot of things that are Western have been adopted rather, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I felt we have to address and accept that we are blacks, even if we wear our Brazilian and put our makeups and whatever. If you go back, our great grandmothers were beautiful with or without attachments and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's wrong.
No, it's wrong. Hey, I'm thinking you've got this beautiful long hair, can't I? It's not Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so those are the things that we will be talking about. I'm still going to share my experience. We will have events, we will have consultations, we will have one-on-one coaching that will be for long. I'm looking into 6 months proxy, because healing is a process. I cannot even tell you, Hore, no, we can do this in 2 days or whatever. We are looking for coaching, one-on-one coaching. It will be approximately 6 or even more than that, depending on what I will be hearing. And you will have your short courses for your self-esteem, for your love, for your acceptance, for finding purpose. We will have events. We will have retreats. When I mean about retreats is that we will come, maybe I'm just going to give example, Retla Mogai, where Mogai ke mo village in Khoditimetse, and then we will have our healing processes, whatever that I will be structuring at a particular time for that kind of retreat. We come, we sleep here, we do at a particular time, maybe for 2 weeks or a week, then we do whatever that I will be led to be doing, and people go there healed. And then some courses might be for a lifetime, some it will just be for a short period of time, but my main concern is for the people to heal, and when they are healed, we empower them so that they can go out there and dominate and be the best, live the best possible life, drive the cars that they want. There's nothing wrong with riches. For me, there's nothing wrong with riches. There's nothing wrong with having millions, just a lot of money, whether in whatever currency that you want. You deserve a good life. I always tell people, no, we are going to heaven and stuff like that. I always say that the first heaven is here on earth. Enjoy it. God is not limited to the spirit world. I will go to the Bible. He said that I have created man in my image and in my likeness, and I have breathed into them. So which means God, you are the representative of God in the world. And if you are the representative of God in this world, which means you possess the very same thing that God has. If you're telling me that heaven's got gold, then you deserve to be in that gold and live that gold and live that silver and wear it, and just be that.
They want to go to heaven, but yet they don't want to die.
Imagine.
Wow. So, Queen, like with what you've been explaining to me, the causes and all that. So, from what I'm hearing, you sound like now you find your purpose, and then what you're gonna do is to help others heal and also find their purpose, right? So now, while you sit in your hands, you're still busy constructing. By the way, you're saying you're still listening and you're still writing. What do you do? Do you hear the spirit? Can you communicate the spirit? So, what's happening?
Yes, I can hear the spirit.
What's up,
Yeah, bona that's all. YouTube, Mona, Facebook.
So basically, your YouTube pop-ups are different from ours.
Bona, hey, get dangerous.
It comes from spirit. There's a pop-up out there that comes from spirit.
Yeah. So I can hear, I can see, I can communicate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about me?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
no, I have not. If I do, I know where to get you.
So, but then in terms of healing, if there's a child out there who's sitting, who's probably needs healing, but then they don't know, well, understand, because of some things that are happening to them, and then probably for them they think it's normal, you understand. Please just look into the camera and talk to this child who needs healing. The child alone, what they do is just to lock themselves up.
Like I did.
Like you did, you understand? Lock themselves up in a bedroom and just cry. Please talk to this child, man.
Okay, I'm going back to the issue. I can communicate with the spirit, right? Everybody can. You can, communicate with the spirit. Everybody that is watching here can do that. The first thing is for you to trust in yourself and trust in what you believe in. Whether you call it a religion, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in ancestors, whether you believe in Buddha, whether you believe in Muhammad or Jesus, or whatever the case is, whatever that you believe in, go there, speak to that person spiritually, pray, phahla, or whatever that is necessary for you to do. And from there, that is when you can get connections for your healing, the steps that you need to take. It's not even a matter of coming to a psychologist or going to a clinic or whatever. It starts with you. When you are able to recognize just an inch of what, because they will tell you, or no, look at this, you have anger, or you have bitterness, or you have laziness. Laziness is a disease, but that laziness or whatever the case might be, and that is when you are going to be linked to the person that is supposed to help you. You are your own miracle, you are your own healing. The most important thing is that it starts with you, then it can be extended to the person that is connected to you, that can be able to help you. Some people, they are privileged that they will tell you exactly what you need to do, and then you go to the person and then okay, for you to carry on with that, this is the steps that you can take as well. Some, you are privileged, you have even access to be doing that thing by yourself. But the most important thing is trust your belief, trust whatever that you are grounded in your faith. That is where it starts. So that's for me.
Wow, man. One more thing before I forget. I remember last time I had a chat with you. Last time I had a chat with you, you were talking about meditation. You understand? I grew up in a village. Man, I'm starting to hear this meditation thing. To me, it's becoming a bit of a tribe that you need to meditate.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, let's.
Yeah, I'm coming. Go to mama. Go and eat chips, silly boy, ne?
So, one more thing before I forget.
Meditation.
Last time we were talking about meditation. So I grew up in a village. Like, I didn't even know what's meditation. What is meditation and how important it is?
I will say that meditation, for me, I don't know if I will explain it better, because yeah, it just made sense when I did it, more than me explaining to somebody, because I don't think that I can be able to explain what meditation is, but I will try. Meditation allows you to tap into your inner self, your right state of mind. You know, there are a lot of voices, there are a lot of things that we are struggling from, and what I have learned personally from meditation is that whenever I'm going through a lot of things, it's when I'm in my stillness of mind, that is when I'm able to tap into solutions for myself. As I've said to the people, it's not somebody else that is going to save you. You are going to save yourself. As much as there are doctors and whatsoever, I'm coming back to your meditation. For me, that's what hit the ground for me. That is what helped me to connect more to the spirit, because that is, you see beyond, you are still, it takes practice. It's not something you can do just today and then you have. Yes,
I'm a meditation star.
So you do those meditation, you practice. There are videos for beginners. Now on YouTube, you learn about meditation. They will guide you. Go to Google, type what meditation is. They will tell you if you want to go that route, and from there you practice it. You practice it until you can be able to master it on your own and connect. It's a matter of stillness, just quiet thing. I don't know the English. Keeping calm. Closing all the doors that is open naturally, to going back to that thing where everything resonate and everything belongs, everything is in the spirit. You are going to the spirit world. The spirit world is not a matter of heaven that people are waiting for you to die and that is where they are going. The spirit world is within you. Going back to the issue of the Bible, they say that you are the temple of the Holy Spirit. If you are the temple of the Holy Spirit, which means the Holy Spirit is inside of you, which means you are the representative of God, which means God is in you and you are in God. So there is no separation between the two. And you are one like that. Anything that you want, you are your own rescue. I don't know how I'm going to explain this. You are your own rescue. Go learn about meditation. Be still. Connect with your higher self. Connect that thing, your intuition. People batla botsa no ke na le dipelo tse 2. Ana pelo tse 2. That is your higher self. That speaks from here, because there are voices that you can hear from your ears. There are voices that you can hear from within. So you learn about those things, and you will master your behaviors. You will master how you reason. You will master everything that you want to do in life.
Wow, man! I must say I've learned so much, man. You know, and definitely will be coming for that. I'm Queen. Definitely.
Yes, we are coming.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess it's not yet operational where we can say where we can give out maybe our social handles.
Yeah, as soon as it does, I'm going to tell you.
Definitely.
Yes.
All right, guys, that's another episode. Thank you very much, Johanna.
I am
Thank
honored.
you for your time.
Sure.
That's close the end of our episode. I'm going to meditate. Thank you very much.
Sure.